Something insane was erupting behind the scenes as Cardi B completely lost it inside her car, while Stefon Diggs tore through the Texans on the field. This wasn't just another playoff matchup. No, this one burned with a tension you could feel from miles away. The air was electric, raw, explosive, and every emotion spilling over was impossible to ignore. Cardi wasn't merely cheering a touchdown. Her eyes, her clenched fists, her breathless shouts, they told a story far bigger. There was a force behind it, a pulse of unwavering loyalty, a surge of comeback energy that felt almost dangerous. The chemistry between them, undeniable. And somewhere, you just know Offset was pacing, hands gripping his head, caught in a storm he couldn't escape. This was live drama, unraveling in real time, and no one could look away. But let's strip it down to the facts, because this ignition didn't happen out of nowhere. Stefon Diggs squared off against his former team, the Houston Texans, in a playoff battle loaded with grudges, history, and unspoken revenge. And anyone who follows the NFL knows these games hit differently. They sting, they linger, they explode. Social media clips scream the truth. This was never just a game. Pride, vengeance, and raw emotion collided in every snap. When Diggs nailed that clutch touchdown, Cardi was on the scene instantly, lived from her car, screaming, shouting his name, celebrating like she was on the 50-yard line herself. She went feral with excitement, unfiltered, untamed, and unapologetically proud. She even admitted she never imagined herself being as invested in football, but since she connected with Stefon, every play, every hit, every point has had her heart racing. Every pass, every tackle, every touchdown. It was as if Cardi was living her own private Super Bowl. And let's be real, this wasn't just cute couple vibes. This was raw, ride-or-die loyalty, the kind that makes the world stop for a moment. But then things took an unexpected turn. This wasn't some casual, go hype him up clip. This was strategy, statement, intent. Cardi didn't just drop a video and vanish. She went all in, laughing, screaming, calling his name, laying her support bare, staking her claim right there in front of the world. She handed him his flowers in full view, unmissable and unignorable. Fans noticed immediately. The energy was different, authentic, unfiltered. No camera tricks, no clout chase, no smoke and mirrors. It was grounded, real, coming straight from her heart. You could feel the calm radiating through her, a quiet kind of power that made everyone question what she's discovered lately, especially after everything she's endured. When Cardi was angry, it was etched into her face. This time, though, she radiated freedom, confidence, and untouchable peace. And when Cardi glows like that, the world feels it, too. Timing couldn't have been sharper. This wasn't just a game. It was a revenge-fueled playoff clash. Stefon putting points on the board against his old squad was already cinematic, but Cardi showing up online immediately after, that elevated everything. This wasn't just cheering. It was symbolism, electricity, and precision all rolled into a single explosive moment. Social media whispers couldn't stop themselves. This was a kind of unwavering support Offset never gave her. Offset, always chasing chaos, lights, and attention, could never measure up. And here was Cardi, cheering for a man locked in, focused, unstoppable, consumed by his mission. The contrast was glaring. You could feel it, raw and undeniable. Fans were witnessing it in real time. Cardi B has shifted, completely, from chaotic headlines to serene, almost untouchable energy, and the whispers online are deafening. Some are calling this her soft rebrand moment. Peace over pressure, loyalty over noise. Social media erupted when fans realized just how deep she's fallen into the world of football. She admitted she never thought she'd care this much about the game. Yet now, she's breaking down plays, dissecting matchups, analyzing playoff tension like she's part of the broadcast team itself. That speaks volumes. This connection, allegedly, runs far deeper than anyone suspects. Because let's face it, you don't wake up fluent in football talk unless your heart is in it, unless you genuinely care about the player running those routes. That's devotion. That's time. That's raw emotional investment on full display. And let's be honest, that's something Cardi never fully received in her past relationships. But the internet, as always, turned it into a spectacle. Comparison wars ignited instantly. Names were thrown, Offset came up, claims that he lost her while she's glowing, laughing, celebrating someone else's victories with an untouchable calm. Fans noted it too, Offset appearing tense, trapped in his own rhythm, while Cardi moves lighter, freer, breathing again, untethered from the chaos that once followed her. No official confirmation needed. The vibe doesn't lie. The energy flipped, and everyone could see it. She's rising, evolving, glowing up while he spins in circles, stuck in repetition. The old patterns haunt him, but Cardi's clearly stepped into her peace era. People are calling it her full transformation. No drama, no noise, just a woman laser focus on what brings her joy and who deserves her energy. And the contrast? Her calm, glowing confidence versus his confusion. It's louder than any statement she could ever post. Let's pull back and look closer at the psychology behind it. This wasn't just football. It wasn't a single touchdown or a fleeting viral clip. This was Cardi B reclaiming her happiness, loudly, for the world to witness. After lawsuits, public scandals, messy headlines, betrayals, breakups, and relentless chaos, she's laughing, shining, celebrating someone else's triumphs, and nothing, no one, shakes her. That's growth. That's power. And it proves something vital. The real flex isn't fame. It isn't money. It's peace of mind, resilience, and genuine joy. This is Cardi dancing in her own sunlight after the storm. And make no mistake, Stefon Diggs felt it too. Athletes feed on energy, loyalty, and confidence, especially under playoff pressure with the world watching. Allegedly, when someone is shouting your name, celebrating your victories, and standing beside you like that, it fuels your fire, sharpens your focus. That isn't just love, it's strategy, it's alignment. It's the kind of force that turns good players into unstoppable ones. Teamwork. And the way Cardi amplified every moment, you could feel it pulse through the screen. She wasn't just watching the game, she was inside it, every play, every hit, every heartbeat synced with him. His touchdown wasn't just his, it became theirs. That alone speaks volumes. Passion, connection, energy so pure it can't be faked. This wasn't about points on a scoreboard. This was two lives locking into the same rhythm, lifting each other high in real time. But the internet, as always, went wild with opinions. Some claim Cardi was overdoing it, being extra, moving too fast. And yet, when men display the same intensity, it's called drive, ambition, or passion. The double standard is glaring. Cardi has every right to be loud, proud, untamed. After surviving lawsuits, heartbreak, public scrutiny, and endless chaos, she's earned this moment, this freedom to smile, scream, and live without fear of judgment. Allegedly, there's no performance here. This is pure, raw truth, unfiltered and live. And that's why it hits differently. Fans can sense it. The air itself feels shifted. The question everyone's whispering, is this true happiness? Is Cardi experiencing real, deep connection with Stefon Diggs? Or is it the thrill of something new? And somewhere in the background is Offset watching, realizing what he lost, because when someone radiates this bright after leaving you, it speaks volumes. What truly captivated viewers was her authenticity. No glam squad, no stage lighting, no set, just Cardi in a car, reacting unfiltered, honest, and real. That's rare at her level, and that's exactly why the clip exploded online. People saw a woman, not a celebrity persona. Raw, free, relatable, not trying to hijack the spotlight, just celebrating someone else's triumph as if it were her own. That's growth. That's evolution. And it's a side of Cardi rarely glimpsed before. Calm, grounded, mature, completely different from her usual fiery energy. Fans felt it instantly. This is Cardi in her peace era. And it also reflects on Stefon Diggs. Focus, locked in, playoff revenge mode, all business, no ego, no drama. Allegedly, rather than flexing himself, the loudest, proudest celebration came from Cardi, and that says everything about their energy. Instead of hopping online to boast or throw shade after his huge play, the loudest, proudest voice cheering came from Cardi. And that alone speaks volumes about the energy between them. When a man is locked into his mission and a woman feels secure enough to lift him up without stealing the spotlight, that's not chaos, it's alignment, a new kind of partnership, one that strengthens instead of shattering. If what we're witnessing is real, it explains why Cardi keeps insisting she's ready to back him every step of the way. This isn't about fame, cameras, or headlines. It's about peace, trust, and genuine connection. But now, let's address the elephant in the room. Of course, the internet wasted no time dragging Offset into this drama. Within seconds, the situation exploded online, fans dissecting every frame, every cheer, and every glance, spinning it into narratives, comparisons, and theories that only added more tension to the unfolding story. It's being called karma online, Cardi hyping up a man on fire, while Offset, allegedly, is still scrambling to get himself together emotionally and financially. Nothing's been officially confirmed, but the optics? Explosive. When your ex is out there glowing, laughing, and lifting someone else to the sky, that kind of energy hits differently. And yeah, for some, it stings. Social media can't stop spinning it, debating every frame, every cheer. Is it perfect timing, or is the universe really serving some cosmic justice? Either way, Cardi's presence is louder than any post she could ever make. Fans are already dubbing this a revenge era, though she's never confirmed it herself. But let's be real, the timing, the energy, the sheer confidence, it's undeniable. Every move she makes screams, new chapter, and people are eating it up like it's her ultimate comeback narrative. Even more striking, Cardi's sudden obsession with football. She didn't pretend to be an expert, didn't act like she'd always followed the sport. She admitted it herself, she's new, and it all started with him. That honesty hits harder than any headline. This isn't attention-seeking, it's devotion, effort, genuine investment. She's stepping into his world instead of dragging him into haze. That's a seismic shift for someone who spent her career under the spotlight. It's maturity, choosing connection over image, partnership over publicity. And if this relationship is what it appears to be, Cardi isn't chasing clout. She's chasing peace, purpose, and stability. But here's the reality check. This kind of public love brings serious pressure for Stefon Diggs. 2. When the internet starts tying your performance to your romance, it can either push you higher or crush you. Allegedly, Diggs looks built for it. Calm, focused, unshakable. He's survived pressure, critics, playoff chaos before. This is just another arena. And having Cardi hyping him from the sidelines, that might be the spark that fuels him on the field and beyond. Fame at this level can either break you or make you stronger. And in Diggs' case, it looks like it's the latter. But when you zoom out and look at this moment culturally, it hits even deeper. Because what Cardi's doing here flips the narrative on black women and happiness entirely. For years, she's been boxing, labeled loud, reckless, dramatic, impulsive. The stereotype stacking up like a script nobody asked for. Yet here she is, glowing, calm, standing by her man, living in her own lane, and still, some people find a reason to criticize. It's jarring. It forces you to ask, why does the world scrutinize a black woman's peace, but celebrates her chaos? That double standard has run unchecked for too long. And Cardi's moment? She just ripped it wide open. But zoom out, and the bigger picture emerges. Family, co-parenting, long-term strategy. Allegedly, Cardi's stepping into a phase of intention, choosing stability over drama, peace over pressure, order over chaos. It's not perfection, it's deliberate evolution. And if she's aligning with someone like Stefon Diggs, whose career thrives on discipline and focus, it's clear she's thinking beyond fleeting moments, planning for longevity. This isn't just about feelings. She's building a foundation, legacy, lifestyle, long-term peace. That's more than growth, it's transformation. Powerful, visible, undeniable. It takes courage to pivot when the world expects you to remain trapped in past chaos. Cardi's doing it. And where does that leave Offset? That's his journey to figure out. From the outside, it looks like Cardi has attached, redirected her energy towards something far healthier. And when a woman reaches this level of peace, especially one who's been publicly humiliated, there's no turning back. Once she's done, she's done. What the public witnessed wasn't just a rapper celebrating her man. It was a woman celebrating another's success with unfiltered joy. No ego, no competition. That's genuine growth. And it's a side of Cardi rarely seen before. Grounded, mature, emotionally calibrated. A new chapter that radiates evolution. And it reflects on Stefon Diggs too. The man was locked in, focused, play of revenge mode, zero distractions, zero ego, pure execution. And rather than flexing or boasting after his score, the loudest celebration came from Cardi. That alone speaks volumes about their dynamic. Calm on him, confident on her, the energy shifts. That's balance. That's teamwork. That's alignment. Rare, authentic, magnetic. Fans can't stop talking about how natural it all looks. This is a new era. This is Cardi in control, unbothered, thriving. And if you want more shocking insights, viral moments, and celebrity drama that hits harder than the headlines, you know where to stay. Like, share, and subscribe to Star Watch.